So what's going on, guys? It is another week for the Partynerdz podcast, and this is going to be a very fun episode. And before we get started,
happy birthday, Darnell!
Happy birthday! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday!
Y'all can't say I'm doing my Stevie Wonder. I appreciate it, guys. Welcome to the show. We have a great show tonight. We have an ambassador for the Gamerdelphia crew.
Gamerdelphia
Your
is
boy
in the house.
Ed.
Your boy Ed is here. What's going on?
By the way, if we didn't explain already, tonight's going to be all about the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. We're going to get into it.
It's been what, a year now? Or maybe more than a year since they first announced it. And then, of course, the trailer dropped the first time last spring.
What, the crappy design?
I've been waiting to talk about this now with it coming out this weekend. I'm ready.
So let's back up a little bit. So now, obviously, there's like different age generations. I being the oldest, I remember like when I was raised growing up, it was me and my cousins and stuff. We all had different gaming systems. Right. I was the Nintendo guy. I had Atari, then Coleco, then Nintendo. Whereas my cousin Carl, he had the Sega. So I was raised on like Super Mario. That was my thing. But my cousin Carl, all he would ever talk about is Sonic because obviously, if you guys know, remember Nintendo's mascot was Mario. Yep. And Sega was Sonic.
Everyone had to pick
Sega,
one.
You had to pick one.
Genesis.
Sega Genesis.
Not Master System.
Remember when it came out?
That had no mascot. I had a Master System.
Oh, that's the old one where they had Rambo walking up like he was all stiff.
Yep. No, I played Alf where you had to beat cats with salami. The innuendo of Alf is that you had to beat up some pussy.
Anyone knows Alf, he had to eat that shit first.
That's all, folks.
All right, anyway, so all this is to say is, what did you guys ultimately think about Sonic?
I mean, once again, we talked about it. It did its job.
Mm-hmm.
It was a CGI rendered movie, probably made for not people our age. I mean, we did it for nostalgia purposes. We went that first week and we gave them the money. Probably the money that the most that they're going to make in this first week. That $100 million globally. That's all us. Now we can pay them back and let the kids go nuts because all these little kids and everything. Now that their dads done went home, and be like, yo, I just saw some amazing shit. You want to go see? You want to go see a movie? Let's go see Sonic.
Yeah, I think this opening weekend was definitely a mix of kids, but also a mix for just our generation who knew the character, who loved it, and had a big passionate word to say about it when it first got revealed. And then with the changes and everything else, we said, okay, they did everything that we wanted. And the project now feels like it's something that we own. We owe it to ourselves to go see the project.
Absolutely.
So we made the worldwide $113 million, which is amazing.
Which is huge.
Yeah. Highest grossing,
amazing.
Number one movie in the world for this weekend. Highest grossing video game movie of all time. Highest rated video game movie of all time. Just looking at Rotten Tomatoes scores as well. Like, it's just so popular right now. And now you're in this era where you're telling your kids about it. Let the kids go see it. You have merchandise to now go off of.
Eddie, I got a point. Everybody give yourself a high five because we started this shit. Okay. All right. So when this first came out,
there was a bet. Right?
Not necessarily that there was a bet. The first look at Sonic. What was everybody's first taste of Sonic? He looked like a goddamn yiff. Okay.
First thing I thought of was the raccoons from the Geico commercial, the trash pandas.
Anthropomorphic porn from hentai from Japan.
I'm going to go into conspiracy mode here. Okay.
I'm
with you on this.
They're what you call it? Listen, ready? They had that design all along. They did that as a stunt just to promote the movie more.
Hey, wait. That's not a dummy.
This exhibit is closed.
And if you guys don't know, Jorge is our resident conspiracy theorist. Yeah. But I'm not going to lie. If this was part of the plan, it was brilliant because the bottom line is maybe if he's right, this made people go to the theater because now they felt like they had made a difference in the
I felt like I made a difference, damn it.
The worst thing Hollywood could do, and we've seen this in the past, is when they ignore the fans and they just disregard what people are saying, whether it be casting and stuff like that. If you, nowadays with social media, if you totally disregard the fans, your movie's going to suffer because of it. I mean, Captain Marvel, the reason I think it even did good is just because it was a MCU movie and they were already up here, but there was such negative backlash leading to that due to
You wanted to see it to
Brie
love to
Larson's
hate it.
right.
You wanted to make your
Brie
point
Larson
felt.
did, but it didn't. Like it really could have. It could have easily derailed because what the fans were saying. It's like they didn't listen to, but with this movie, once people saw the design, which could have been on purpose, like, how about you guys take the shitty looking Sonic?
What'd you think when piggybacking off my?
Yeah, so I've been saying that on Gamerdelphia as well. I'm kind of in that conspiracy boat. There's no way. No, hold on. There's no way that you had a movie pretty much made, ready to go, that you had enough confidence to release a trailer, and you have enough confidence to say that's my design going forward. Then, of course, you had super duper backlash everywhere. Like the entire internet exploded and wanted to die from watching that movie. They thought they contracted rabies from watching the movie.
Yeah.
Yep. And 3 months later, I think it was 3 or 4 months later.
Yeah, it was about 3 or 4.
Here's another trailer. We have more scenes. We have the fully constructed Sonic. This movie is now ready to go. And we're like, what?
I mean,
4 months
part of me,
later?
nowadays they can do stuff so quick, though. Like,
the greatest stunt ever pulled, because they did in the beginning.
I don't think it's impossible for them to redo, because if you guys know how like computer designs and stuff work, they literally, there's a program, there's a template all throughout the game. Like just when you make a skin on a game, you can make your it's going to follow the motion. So I don't think it's hard for them to do that. But the logic of saying that they wanted to get the people involved to change it, it's part. I mean, look at it like this. Let's before The Witcher came out, you had our man Boss Logic. He put this artwork out of Henry Cavill as Witcher, and everyone was like, "That's awesome!" And he started this big campaign. Yeah. It worked. Not only did it work, when The Witcher came on Netflix, it's like one of the highest rated Netflix shows, again, because the fans had their input on it. So I think if Hollywood is smart right now, and this goes along with Jorge's conspiracy theory,
greatest stunt ever pulled.
If they need to use trickery to get us involved, whatever it is, don't just put something out. I mean, another example, Ryan Reynolds in Deadpool.
Yes.
Remember they did the test screening, the first Deadpool was...
Somebody supposedly stole it.
Leaked it. Jorge, look all mysterious. Look at the camera like
that's Jorge's third eye. Jorge's third eye is winking at everybody right now.
Has long lashes.
Beastmaster.
Let's get a little into the movie itself. So personally, I like the movie. Like, there's no way I could go in there, leaving the theater being like, I didn't like the movie. It was cookie cutter for my generation, for an older generation. It's something you want to take your kids to see. It's something you can watch with family or that you would watch on TV. It's not that gripping. Don't think Marvel epic. Don't think like that because obviously you think Sonic. It could be. They really took it to a family friendly, but let me just say, Jim Carrey was classic.
He revitalized 90s Jim Carrey.
He took it back to the In Living Color days where you could tell a lot of his comedy was just improv. When he put the thing on his tongue, he was like, like it was like old school antics Jim Carrey. It was almost refreshing because anybody knows Jim. He's
done drama for a long time.
Yeah, he started taking on serious roles.
Truman Show,
right?
Number 23, yes, man. Eternal Sunshine.
This is his niche. This is where Jim Carrey, just like Adam Sandler, like they need to stay in their genre. So he, to me, made it like, yo, I'll watch this movie again.
What about Cyclops? James Martin.
No, you're absolutely correct, sir. They brought in corny Cyclops, which was great.
He played his role.
He played his role,
which is just the guy.
He did his job.
But that's a second film with an animal.
Like Hop. Yes, this is
oh
like.
My God! Is that?
Wait, this movie? Sonic is actually Hop 2. Yeah. This movie is Hop 2. Back into Habit 2.
You can check out this podcast not only on YouTube, but on SoundCloud, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. All right? Peace.
We are out.
Partynerdz, 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 Partynerdz.